Hey, my name is Emily. I am head staff here on PotterworldMC. My IGN is currently _EMXLY. I am the head of Honey Badger. And I think if I were to be sorted into any other house, it would probably be Serpent.
I'm Cici. I was recently the head of Ravens for the past 7 months and just became the head of Serpent. I feel that I'm most at home in Serpent, and if I wasn't in Serpent, I do think that I would be a Raven, just because that is the house that I have always found to be my second home.
You see a Year 1 student from another house getting bullied. What do? First, consider how getting involved could harm yourself. Convince the bully that what they're doing is morally wrong. Report the bully to their head of house and do your best to always be someone they can talk to. Or physically defend the student from the bully, then report the bully to the head of house.
I would probably defend the student if they're small, I'd probably defend them and then just like report it to the head of house if that was the case, because they're a small little baby.
I'd probably consider how getting involved would harm myself first. I don't want, them to necessarily turn their attention on me either, but depending on what I saw would then, to make my decision from there, whether I've reported or intervened.
You and your best friend in your dormitory get in an argument. How do you react? Say what you need to say and get your best friend to agree with you. Consider both perspectives many times and also consider as many other perspectives as possible. Understand that your best friend has a valid opinion and begin to doubt your own opinion a little, or defend your point of view no matter what because it is your belief.
I think knowing me, I would start listing reasons why I'm right and why they're wrong. So I guess I would say what I need to get them to agree with me. Because if I'm arguing something like that's really important, I'm probably right about it. As bad as that sounds, well, I'll feel that I'm right, even if I'm wrong. I'll probably feel that I'm right about it, and they'll probably try to fight for that point. Like, yes, this is how it is. This is what it is, and you need to listen.
I would understand that my best friend has a valid opinion. I don't agree that I would begin to doubt my opinion a little, but it's the most correct answer or the most applicable answer out of those.
How would you most like to be remembered by your classmates and professors after you graduate? That you always did your best to succeed and achieve your goals, that you always sought to embrace your unique passions and interests, that you always tried patiently to treat everyone with kindness and consideration, or that you always tried to do what you believed was the right thing.
I think I'd really like to be known as someone who did a lot to achieve their goals, because I was like that even in high school. Like, I would always strive for like the impossible and try and do like whatever I could to like get where I wanted to be. I was always considered like very ambitious in high school, so I guess that would be my answer.
I would have to say that I always did my best to succeed and achieve goals, because I work very hard for the things that I want. I always have, whether that be, in my personal life or at work, and the recognition from that, while not necessary, is always nice to have.
Of the following, which do you fear most? Living a long life but never achieving your goals and dreams? Losing interest in everything you once found interesting and living a life full of boredom? Discovering that all your friends left you? Or not being able to save the ones you love?
I think the thing that I would fear the most is losing interest in everything I once found interesting and living a life of boredom, because that would mean I don't have Potterworld or like any of that stuff, because I would lose it. So yeah, I think I'd go with that.
I'd probably have to say losing interest in things that I found interesting and living a life full of boredom, because boredom is one of the things that I find the hardest to deal with in my life. It's always one of the things that's hardest to push past and get my brain to function during.
You find the most powerful magical object in the world. What do you do with it? Use it to pursue your objectives? Study and analyze it better your own understanding? Share it with all mankind? Or use it to protect the ones you love?
I think I would use it to protect the people that I love.
Probably study and analyze it to better understand it myself, because if I were to better understand it myself, I would know exactly what it's capable of and if there are any drawbacks to it, and be able to further decide maybe on one of the other things from there.
So Emily, you have gotten Serpent. How do you feel about this result?
I feel like it was pretty expected.
Do you see yourself resorting into Serpent anytime soon?
Not anytime soon. I'm really happy with the badgers at the moment. They're my little baby potatoes, and I love being head of honey badger.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us today to get resorted. The results were really interesting to see. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye.
So Cici, you were sorted into Serpent. Do you feel that this is correct?
I do feel that it's correct.
So if you weren't in Serpent, you still would choose Ravens, correct?
Correct.
So we're not going to expect any resorts from you anytime soon.
Nope, I'm perfectly happy where I am.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us today, Cici.
Thank you very much for having me.
See you guys next time.